NASCAR is headed to Atlanta Superspeedway this weekend, the second year of Superspeedway style racing there. But this time the drivers are going to do it under the lights. So, DJ, what can we expect?
Be able to see the sparks a lot better, because what we've seen so far since the reconfiguration of the Atlanta Speedway is just close racing, very intense racing. And we know that things are only picking up as we get closer to the end of the regular season for these drivers. And there are just so many people that believe this is their chance to go steal a win, get themselves into the playoffs. So we're going to probably see, because of how tight things are, we're going to see more aggressive racing, if that's even possible, than what we've seen in the past. Also, the track is starting to lose just a little bit of that newness grip. And so that means sliding around. And I really expect a lot of contact. Not looking for a wreck fest, but I think that there's going to be a lot of contact on Sunday night for sure.
Well, I'll tell you, there's a couple things I'm looking forward to this weekend. Is I'm going to keep an eye on qualifying and also on the Fords. Now, let's be honest. Typically for speedway racing, you don't really think about qualifying as much. It's not as important because of how much you can move around on the track. But look, Atlanta Motor Speedway, this configuration is a little bit more narrow. Track position is key. You look at what happened in the March race. Joey Logano and Austin Cindric started on the front row. They each won a stage. They each scored 19 stage points. So for somebody that's needing points and needing to, secure their spot in a playoff position, can they get the qualify up front and be able to control things? Now, obviously, the March race only had one caution through the first two stages other than the stage break. So it was easy for Joey Logano to kind of dictate things and control things. So how does qualifying play out? And when the Fords were strong in March, and again, Fords have struggled at a lot of big tracks this year. And, obviously this was a case where Joey Logano beat Brad Keselowski in a last lap pass, and it got Ford a win. So can something like that happen again? Can a Ford driver get a win when it's been tough going at a lot of these racetracks?
Well, Dustin, you mentioned drivers needing points and drivers that need the win. This is Chase Elliott's home track. He is certainly a driver that needs a win. Last year, he took home the checkered flag in this race. Can he successfully defend that victory this weekend?
I mean, I think he can. But again, I think the challenge is, who knows what happens with speedway type of racing. The Fords were so strong in March and really kind of dictated things that it was difficult for any of the other makes to really kind of challenge Joey Logano at the end, or Brad Keselowski, or any of those others. So yes, this is a race that Chase Elliott can win. Obviously, winning it last year doesn't mean that he is going to win it. I think the attitude that he has had is that he says he embraces this. He talked about it in Nashville, embracing this challenge and looking forward to this opportunity. Now, maybe he was trying to convince himself or his team as much as the media that day. But again, I think that's the approach you have to look at. And again, for Hendrick Motorsports, every week is an opportunity to win a race. So I don't think they do anything extra. I don't think they have to look at doing anything extra, because if they do, that's when they're going to have some problems.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Everybody says this might be Chase's best chance simply because he won. He has a chance every weekend. And unlike a lot of others that are there trying to work their way into the playoffs and get that secured spot, Chase Elliott and this team are capable at winning at any of these next 8 races. So he doesn't have to feel like that he's got to go in here, take unnecessary chances just because this might be a good opportunity. There are others that are going to be pushing the issue a little bit, not just a little bit, a lot more to get that win. So I think with the race being at night, the grip level is going to be up just a tad. And so I think that's going to give some people a feeling of the opportunity is there for them to be better. And in particular, those Fords that Dustin's talking about, I think this fits a little bit into their wheelhouse here with opportunities. And when you talk about the Fords, obviously Logano is there, but Cindric has run great there. Brad Cade looked like he had a win earlier this year. And I think he is someone that you're going to have to keep an eye out on. But the Chevrolets have had speed all year long. They don't have to do anything different than what we've seen them do this entire year to find themselves right in the mix when it comes time. But again, this is Chase. It's a good chance, good opportunity, but he can also gain a lot of points if others around him have a lot of problems and still solidify that opportunity of a different way in than just having to win.
Hi, I'm Parker Kligerman. For more access like this from Pit Road, be sure to click and subscribe to the Motorsports on NBC YouTube channel.